In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for? Being able to say it must have got lost in the mail or I didn't get your text as a lie for ignoring someone. I work in tech and the old joke is features, schedule, budget, quality, pick two. I don't think you need to worry about losing bad quality communication to blame things on anytime soon. In hardware it's fast, cheap, or good, pick any two. Can I double pick one, like when I order my sides and tell them double fries? Cheap plaza. Sure, it will be ready in 2032 and won't work. But oh, boy, it was freaking cheap. I think YouTube. Like how us 8090s babies miss early Nickelodeon and Saturday morning cartoons, I think future generations will miss the unlimited content. I mean, it's already there. Remember video replies? Most don't. It used to be a thing when YouTube worked more like a social media site. YouTube has already changed so much. I think a lot of people are also going to miss the money they made. A lot of people became set up for life going forward. Privacy. If the governments do it right, they'll slowly erode people's privacy rights, and few if any will notice or complain. In fact, it's already working. Congress renewed the Patriot Act last November, and the Senate voted this year to allow the CIA and FBI the ability to view a citizen browser history without a warrant. Do you remember either event being seriously covered in major media outlets, and do you remember any mass public outcry? Me neither. Edit. Many people are repeatedly bringing up private data collection by companies. This is also a serious issue, and it's not mutually exclusive. Both problems need to be fixed. My family and friends couldn't understand why I, a lifelong computer nerd, was so bent out of shape about the Patriot Act. Well, if you got nothing to hide. Bullshit excuse. Edit. Wow, top comment I ever had. I'm trying to update every comment just because it is what should be. That or well, it's just to catch terrorists. PFFFT. Like they would use Google or WhatsApp. Actually, that would make it more safe to use some sort of bad video game with a chat function that has about 100 people per day. No one would suspect a terror network on a random online pony game for 3-year-olds. Already been done. It's been done so much that I've seen it in a movie or TV show. I don't remember what it was, but they used some knockoff CSGO style game to organize events. Edit. I know NCIS did it. Please stop bringing it up. Thanks. It was used in the Jack Ryan TV show for the terrorists to communicate amongst themes. Back in my days we used video games with controllers. You mean you have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy. Baby's toy? You must have the hostage special. All I want is a Pepsi. Give me a tab. I can't give you a tab unless you order something. Just give me something without any sugar. Probably gaming. It will be very different in 40 years. Honestly, full dive VR will probably be around by then. Give us the VR from Futurama and I'm gone from this mortal coil. Or the one in Black Mirror, with the ducking your friends feature optional. That was just poor play testing. Like that entire episode, I was just picturing the massive ratings controversy and spin control when that feature leaked to the general public. And some poor guy having to test if they'd finally patched out genital support. Yeah, the concept was good, but man, they could have gone for a game type that would realistically have a reason to include nudity and sex, an adult RPG or something like Second Life. First person to get Second Life as a full dive VR game has effectively won infinite money. VR chat is close for modern day, but still a long way off what it needs to be. Poppable bubble wrap. I hate that bubble wrap that the air just moves to the next bubble when you try to pop it. That stuff should be illegal. You're goddamn right. High quality Nerf blasters. Nerf no longer makes anything worth buying unless you think it looks nice, in my opinion. If you are not already, buy all your blasters and darts from Dart Zone. Kind of related. What happened to good Super Soakers? When I was a kid we had super soakers that you pumped up and they stored air pressure in a tank, then you could shoot a consistent water stream. Now when I see kids play with super soakers, the guns don't seem to have a pressure tank. The gun fires on every pump. It doesn't store pressure. What the hell? That's obviously a downgrade. I think I saw something once that said it was related to a patent dispute or something. Actually related. A guy did an AMA about inventing and developing them both a while back. Reddit.com. Privacy and water. Oh, you will have water. But it will cost you a lot. Nestle entered the chat. Duck Nestle. All my homies hate Nestle. I have a running joke that I'm from the future and I'm relieved that I'm back in the glory days of 2020. Don't let him run too far. We just spent 5 months with family. Having dinners together, watching TV together, playing games, just being a family. Kids are going to grow up remembering the time they had with their parents and siblings. There will be good memories. This was more wholesome than I first expected. Adults forget how resilient kids are. I can guarantee most of the adults complaining about getting back to normal would love to go back and have just 1 month with their dad playing catch or watching TV. Oh, for sure, personally I've struggled more out of lockdown. I like my little bubble. Feels like the world was paused. I'm happy for society as a whole for getting this safe time at home, but I'm extremely jealous. My job got busier. I work in food and beverage production, because people were staying home. I had to work even more time than usual because of the pandemic. I'm grateful for the money of course, but I do wish I had the opportunity that a lot of people had to spend time with family at home. Top 3 things that came to my mind: going to the movies, being able to flip to a random channel, driving to places. Maybe 40 years is too soon for this to be nostalgic, but it'll happen soon enough. Damn, the movie one hit hard. A small local theater near me just shut down for good, and I can't express how disappointed I'd be if the movie theater industry just never pops back up after this pandemic. Some of my best childhood memories are from the movie theaters. Nah, I think they'll be heading for a golden age. Hollywood won't stop making movies. But they don't have to release them to theaters. I think indie movie theaters at a higher cost will stick around, though. These replies are depressing. No wonder no one wants kids. Kids? Remember kids? Remember people used to get pregnant, and have we babies and all? Ah, those were the days. I just watched Children of Men last night. Man, your comment just got to me. I've never seen it. Worth a watch. It's an amazing film which has stood the test of sci-fi time. There's an incredible one-take scene near the end of the film. Definitely check it out. Clean air. I am already nostalgic for the time before forest fire season. Imagine how clean the air must have been during biblical times when you'd be the only person for miles. And the stars. With no light pollution, the night sky is so beautiful. 40 years ago was 1980. I was a teenager. If that question had been asked then, some very similar answers would have been given: clean air, clean water, clean earth, non-radioactive land. Between 3 Mile Island and the getting hot Cold War, we thought there was a pretty good chance of some kind of nuclear apocalypse. Various species of animals, neither the California condor nor the American buffalo, among others, were looking too good. There was some general fear about computers and what they cooled would do. See films like 1983's War Games, and yet, here we are. A little better in some aspects and a little worse than others. 2020 is quite a downer of a year, but human beings are endlessly optimistic and adaptable. I predict in 40 years we'll look back on some of our fears today like 80s folks look back on things like Genesis Land of Confusion video, a little nostalgic, a little embarrassed and a little humbled by both how much and how little has changed. Driving a car yourself. I hate this because I haven't had my license in a while and I kind of wanted to maybe drive again, but probably not. Maybe you can go to a track or something in the future, drive an old-timey combustion engine car. In the future, driving cars will be like riding horses today, an expensive hobby, mainly for the rich. Damn it. Well, on the bright side, at least there's no shit to pick up.